It's Week 18 of the National Football League, where we'll see this team's leader at quarterback. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. We're just moments away from the action, and it comes your way next.
What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Thanks so much for joining us, everybody. One final time this regular season. As always, joined by Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott, as we get ready to put a bow on what has been an outstanding 18 weeks of football.
And for 14 lucky teams across the NFL, Kate, this isn't the end for them. This is their last chance at a tune-up before they play on into the postseason chasing that Super Bowl ring. But for the other 18, this is it. Their final chapter. Their final chapter in a story to take the field until September rolls around again. And for some, frankly, well, this might be the last time they ever put the pads on. So leave everything.
For some, the final chapter of the season. For others, a final week before the playoffs. And we're off in Week 18. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So here's their offense, taking over for the first time here. And it'll be their second-year quarterback who's bringing them out.
Just an all-around great performance from him last week, Kate, in the win. Those 2 touchdowns he had played a big part in the victory, no question. But so did keeping it clean, not throwing a pick. You want to become friendly with your own defense? Make sure they don't have any extra possessions to defend. He did his job, and so did his teammates.
And he'll get this up to the 29-yard line. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down. We get a look at their injured players now, Brock, and with no postseason appearance for them this season, I'd assume the goal is just to get through this game without adding anyone else to this list.
Well, you better be careful, as that saying goes, when you assume, because the guys that are out here, they're not thinking that way at all. It is a bummer. There's no question about it, and those injuries played a role in them not making the playoffs. But for those guys that get to play today, this is their shot. This is their tape. And you never know what this afternoon or evening could do for their career.
That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You spring a big gain like that, Kate, on the interior, 9 times out of 10, that O-line decisively won their matchup with the big fellas up front. They got those pads down. They created leverage, and they opened up that running lane.
Going to the ground again on first. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Kate, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Oh, and the rush is too much. He's taken down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a 1-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it, except for this defense that just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. They're throwing it. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down. We have a timeout now. Medical staff out to check on an injured man, and you hate to see this in the final week of the regular season. They're out now, ready to punt it. He punted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. And he calls for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 14-yard line. So they come on offense now, ready for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their 4th-year quarterback.
There were times, I'll be honest with you, Kate, that I wish I played baseball. Because you have a bad outing, like this QB did last week with no touchdowns, a couple interceptions. In baseball, you get to play the next day. You get to flush it right away. He's had to sit on it all week long, and you know he wants to rectify it here.
Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. And they send a man in motion. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. He lets a heater go deep. He's got it deep downfield. And he's in. Touchdown! These guys don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome a quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
That one splits the uprights. And his guys will jump out to a 7-0 lead. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The visitors and their running back about to get back to work. And you know who the ball is going to when they reach the red zone. He's currently top 5 across the NFL in rushing scores this season. Throwing it to start this drive. Throw left side, complete. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. He only finds a window for 2, but that's still enough for a first down. They're set up at the 35 now. They send a receiver in motion right. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. First down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Back to throw now. Finds him on the slant. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Third down, 1 yard to go. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. And he won't connect on that one. Incomplete.
Oh, look at those savvy linebackers. They're just right in the middle of everything, aren't they, Kate? And it seems like at times they are the quickest reactions as well. He needed a quick one right there to get a finger on the throw and change its direction.
And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And then brings up 3rd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning-quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal. From the red zone now. And that one's incomplete, but boy, are they lucky it wasn't intercepted. That was a risky shot, but fortunately, they still have 2nd down coming up. Still sticking with the passing game. And it's caught. Touchdown! These guys reach pay dirt for the first time this game. And they've loved the scoring production he's brought out of their offense. That touchdown gives him 10 on the season. Lining up now to try the extra points. Extra point sent right down the middle. And these guys tie this game 7-7. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. Return starts at the 9. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. And just a week before the playoffs begin, partner, here's where teams stand as we play out this regular season finale. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Motioning one of the tight ends. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Pass play coming here. A quick throw is swatted away, incomplete. Well, no luck on his first look of the game, and it's 3rd down now. He'll throw it. It is caught left side. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or two short for the 1st down.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And he calls for the fair catch and is there to collect it. The visitors are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And he sure has put on that chef's hat to dice up their defense early in this one. Quite the appetizer that he's prepared to what could be a great overall performance. Back now, pressure on its way. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get this up to the 18-yard line.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Motion man is the tight end here, going left. From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And he'll take this forward to the 20 before they take him down to the turf. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. They'll try and throw it here. Short pass brought in. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. That one ends up a gain of 6. And that'll be a 1st down. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down. Back to throw. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. So that brings up 4th and long. They'll bring out the punter here. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. And now he's going to call for the fair catch and take it just beyond the 30. So no return on that punt. And it's going to be their football coming up. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. They'll run here on 1st down. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on third and very long. He'll look to throw. They're on him again, and he goes down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough fourth down. That'll be the end of one in this AFC North battle. Both teams neck and neck so far. Back in a moment with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Their punter making his way out now. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Got 44 yards on his first kick, Brock, and this one looks to be longer. And he makes the fair catch inside the 45. We don't get a return out of that punt. And it'll be their football. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Blown back, gets the handoff. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Second and 8. Completed over the middle. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. So now here's 3rd and 5. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Into traffic, complete. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
To throw here on 1st down. Cut out left. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
2nd and 3. Hits his tight end on the corner route. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. They gain 14 on the play. And they're going to have a 1st down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They'll come up 1st and 10. They'll throw it again. Finds him over the middle. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
Catch made over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. So now a timeout for a player who's shaken up on that previous snap, and I think we can all agree not what any of us were hoping to see as we close out this regular season. Gotta forget about 1st down in a hurry. They need a chunk of yards here on 2nd and goal. Trying again following the sack. Brought in close to the 8. And in for the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Setting up to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And his guys break that tie and now lead by 7. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. Return coming from the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Here comes their offense out again. They've stalled out since that first touchdown, Brock, while their opponents have done the opposite. They've heated up, and their original 7-point lead, now a deficit of 7. All in left side. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 34. Looking slant route complete. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. New set of downs for him at the 38. Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw. Finds the in route complete. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it'll give him a first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
On first down, they'll run. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. Give him 13 on that play. And they'll have first down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Hand off to the back. And he pushed deep into enemy territory with that, down inside the 25. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 24. That one's complete over the middle. And he gets this forward to the 19. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it. Working inside the red zone. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
I know quarterbacks get paid a lot of money and a lot of glamour in this league, but today, well, this is a tough day for this QB. He's taken a beating. And whether it means changing up some of the blocking schemes, maybe mixing in a little bit of run, or heck, this quarterback getting the ball out of his hand more quickly, he's got to start protecting himself.
Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Option design here. And they make the tackle at the 28-yard line. Just 1 yard. Could have used considerably more. That's going to bring up 3rd and very long. He's dropping back to throw. He fires one deep down the middle. We'll put way too much on that one, Brock. Over the end zone and out.
Boy, this is really great defense to deny a big play and make them work for the touchdown. If they want to reach the end zone, they have to scrap and fight through them.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
His return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The visitors headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. 2nd and 3 now. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Dropping back to throw. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Now looking to throw. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And they'll get ready to go on offense. This offense getting all set for this series. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. Throw left side, complete. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Play action on 1st down. Finds him on the crossing route. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Hits him on the in route. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. They have themselves another 1st and 10. They are throwing it again. Finds his man over the middle. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. It's a gain of 4 there, and it'll give him a 1st down. Throwing from the gun here. And not a great choice on 1st down. It's incomplete, nearly intercepted, actually, so 2nd down coming up. Here's a throw. Cut at the 10-yard line. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. Prior to 1st down, they decide to call a timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Throwing from the gun. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete.
Well, QB put it pretty close to the sideline to begin with, and the defender, look at him, just put his little hand right out there. It just encouraged it to fall out of bounds.
And through the back of the end zone and out of bounds.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
Here he is on 3rd and long. And he sails that one over the end zone.
Well, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. We will not get another play here, Brock. That's to an E. Time's going to run out on the half. So we're halfway through this final week of the regular season. Now we're on to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman ready to bring us the EA Sports Halftime Report. Well, I hope everybody was lightning quick, ready to grab a refill or a bite to eat, because no halftime report this week. Everyone's set to get the 3rd quarter underway. Fielded at the 7. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. So their offense will have it first to begin quarter number 3. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. Option give here. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. From the 28. His quick throw knocked away, incomplete.
Well, I'll tell you what, Kate, that's a really nice play in coverage. That linebacker looking like a cornerback on that play. Perhaps those cover guys could take some notes on how to stay in position and, most importantly, swat that pass away.
And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Setting up a throw. Caught quickly on the slant. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
What was supposed to move the chains or at least make third down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
The challenge with so many sacks is it just disrupts everything in the rhythm and timing of your offense. All of these negative plays. Hey, this league and this game is hard enough when you're on schedule. All of these sacks setting you behind the chains, well, you've seen how disruptive it is for this offense.
So out now comes the punter. And he'll try to hit this one well. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. And a fair catch made without incident, just inside the 25. This offense and their quarterback making their way back out there, ready to take over once again. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. He takes a pop, and the ball comes out! And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
This offense ready to get going again now. And they'll try for better results this time around, Brock, after they had to punt it away last time out. A give now from the gun. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug of war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
That one's incomplete over the middle. First time this game they've looked to him. And it's 3rd down. Tight end in motion left. They'll throw on 3rd and long. Escapes out to the left. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Kate, I can already read the headlines tomorrow. This offensive line can't protect. This offensive line. But it's more than that. When you give up 5 sacks in a game, it's a complete breakdown of everybody offensively. Play caller, quarterback, offensive line. Yeah, they're going to have to regroup and figure out how to protect this quarterback first and foremost.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And they've taken back the lead.
He connects now for a 3rd time, and that's the biggest of the 3 field goals he's made in this contest. Gives him the lead. Now you turn the keys over to your defense to try and protect it.
This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And look at this return. They track him down, but a nice return in the end there, Brock. He's up to the 38. This offense running out for a new series, led by their running back. And their defense held up after that fumble. Only gave up 3, so time for this offense to make it up to them. Get some points of their own. Here's the handoff. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. They'll throw it. Anticipated the quick staccato pass there. It's knocked away. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Looking for a throw here. Out to his wideout, it's a screen. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
The home teams ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. They go play action on first. Search it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
No matter what other stats you want to look at in this ball game, well, this defense can take some serious pride in at least one thing, and that is 6 quarterback sacks on the afternoon. 6 sacks? Well, that's an expectation rarely achieved. And a sign? Well, this group did their homework, and they're making it pay on the field.
Oh, he put everything big game downfield. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kay, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. To the air now on 1st and 10. Throwing this back in the end zone. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And it's going to be 2nd down. Running back sent in motion. 2nd and 10 now. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Pass play now. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that grows the lead to 5.
Well, when we start discussing who their most dependable scorer is in this game, I don't think it's one of these skill guys, not even the quarterback, who comes to my mind first. I'm going to bring up this kicker. He's now a perfect 4 for 4 on field goals and contributing big time to this lead.
This return makes it up to the 25. This offense headed out as we get a look at their running back. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Now we're on the counter. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Back-to-back carries here. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of about 3, so a third of what they needed. 3rd and 6 coming up. Back to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
The give here on 2nd. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Looking to the air here. Looking right, and he finds him. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
How many times, Kate, do we see those routes, those horizontal east-to-west routes, just get that first down on these critical 3rd down situations? It takes tremendous eyes, tremendous speed, and a tremendous want-to by the defense to stop that short.
And there was nobody down there to get it. Punt hit at the 7, but continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Now outruns their offense to take over. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Off the play fake, he'll throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And it sets up 2nd down. He's going to throw this one. Completed over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 27.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Now there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Hauled in left side. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line. We have a timeout now. Medical staff out to check on an injured man, and you hate to see this in the final week of the regular season. Punting unit out now. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. Signals for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 27. No return on that punt. And they're going to take over possession. Their offense returning to the field for another possession. Now, their last drive, not the one they want to replicate after they were forced to punt it away. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Cut out left. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. They get 13 on the pickup. And that'll give them a 1st down. Finds him over the middle. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. 2nd and 3 now. Only 1 quarter remaining now in these teams' regular season. They have the ball and could use an early score. They trail to start the 4th. Second and 3 now. From the 48. Finds the in route complete. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
He'll throw it yet again. Complete out to the right side. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing it again here. Catch made over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot.
Oh no, the ball is loose! And it's a turnover, the defense has it. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
Well, sure, you're looking to try to get a first down on second down. You're trying to create a manageable third down, but I'll tell you what you're not trying to do, ever, is give the ball away. And that's what the offense does to the defense right there.
And they may say they're not paying attention, but everybody maintaining a constant eye on the current playoff picture. A lot on the line each week for the teams that think they have what it takes to make a run in the postseason. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Putting one of the tight ends in motion right. Throwing now, following the turnover. Complete over the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. They're throwing it. Finds his man over the middle. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Handoff now from the gun. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun here. Finds a man right side. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. They'll run it from the gun. And he's able to take this up pretty close to that 40-yard line. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. They give it to him again. He still has room inside the 30. And he'll finally be taken down at the 25. 16 yards on the play. And that gives them the first.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And they make the play at the 23, a gain of only a little. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Putting the tight end in motion. 2nd and 8. Pass is cut at the 9. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal. One of the tight ends motioning left. They'll try and punch it in. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be 2nd down.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
He's on the move. Oh, he lost the football. And this one kicks out at the 5. Lucky break that keeps a scoring opportunity alive here. All right, so they're facing 4th down now, but they are grateful, no doubt, to be facing it after that sideline right there saved them on the fumble.
Yeah, saved them, Kate, not just on the field, as you're saying, but on the scoreboard. What a hurt to fumble it away inside field goal range. But thanks to that ball bouncing out, well, they'll get a chance to try a field goal, or who knows, maybe even go for it.
Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And they're going to grow their lead late, but still a one-score ball game.
Kate, it's 3 more on the scoreboard, but both sides really know it's all about one possession here in the 4th quarter when it really matters.
Returning it from the 4. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And he's been reading the coverage, dare I say, Brock, even better than his quarterback has all game. I mean, he just continues to find openings and make plays in this second half. Now they'll throw out of the gun. That one's complete over the middle. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw now. Bails out of the pocket quick. Ooh, look at this. Here he goes.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB, and it gave him just enough room to run.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Brought in right side. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. It's a pickup of 11. And it sets up 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute warning. These guys, 8 points behind. 1st down, ball at the 36. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. 1st and 10, looking to throw. He's got it over the middle. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Setting up to pass. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets this forward to the 19. Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that 1st down play. He'll look to throw it. That one gonna go against the D. So pass interference on the shot to the end zone, and now they're going to be set up on the goal line with a great chance to get the touchdown anyway. They'll run here following the penalty. Barrels in for the touchdown. These guys down by only 2 in the 4th. So there's part 1, Brock. They get the touchdown that they desperately needed. Now, you'd imagine, comes a try for 2.
You know, Kate, this might be just as tough as that touchdown. I know they work all week on their 2-point plays, but they're hard to execute. That being said, if they want to force overtime, this is a must.
Back to throw. And that catch gets them the 2. We're all tied up here in the 4th. Whew, crisis averted, Brock. They got the 2 and the tie, for now at least. It looks like they have staved off the L and forced themselves overtime.
Yeah, those 2 critical words you just said right there, for now, like for right now. But there's a lot more time on that clock than this defense would care to see. They got to step up. Offense just stepped up, got the 2-point conversion. Now defense, you got to respond to send this game to overtime.
Brings in the kick at the 9. And look at this return. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. The offense being led back out by its quarterback as they get geared up for their next possession. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Here he is to throw. Short pass brought in. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Offense at the line, but they won't snap it. We've got a timeout. Here's 2nd and 2. Completed over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he takes this down to around the 39 before he stopped. Before we can get a snap on 2nd down, they call timeout. Still one more in their pocket to use. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Another carry for him. And he works this to the 38 before going down. Only a yard on the pickup, so that's going to bring them to 3rd down and 3. Back to the well again. And he's brought down for a loss. One final second on that clock. There's a timeout. We'll have to wait just a touch longer to close this one out. One final second on that clock. There's a timeout. We'll have to wait just a touch longer to close this one out. The entire game now resting on the right foot of this kicker. He better get all of this one. It's got a ways to go. It's far enough, but does not get the redirect off the upright. It's no good. Man, this has been such a great game. Nobody is ready for it to end just yet. After 4 quarters, we're headed to overtime. So as we go through this coin toss, Brock, I'm sure most of our fans know it, but this is something that can decide the game. If the team who gets it first scores a touchdown, the game is over. But if they only kick a field goal, their opponent gets it with a shot to win or tie. And if we play beyond those 2 possessions, the next score would then win. Now hopefully this conclusion will be just as exciting as our opening 4 quarters. The kick is away here in overtime. Has this at the 6. And he gets to the 25, but not much further before going out. Their offense ready to take the field now. And they fought hard, not just against their opponents on the field, Brock, but the tens of thousands of opponents in the stands. And it's led him to a chance to now silence everybody here in overtime. Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2. A tight end in motion now. From the 35 on 2nd down. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And he'll get it up to the 44. Offense set for a 1st and 10. Pass play coming here. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. From the 46. Hits him on the out route. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. It's a gain of 4. And that'll be a 1st down. He'll throw it yet again. He puts some power on a deep one. They connect on the deep shot. He has the touchdown. I think we actually saw him call it early there, Brock. He made that throw, and then he signaled it was gonna be a touchdown. Like a guy calling it before his 3-pointer goes through the net.
Oh, you mean like Larry Legend Bird?
Ooh.
In the 3-point shooting contest in the 80s?
Or maybe like a Tyrese Maxey, you know, but whatever.
Well, the kids aren't alive, I get it. And they weren't alive in the 80s. They didn't see Larry Legend do it, but he did. And he anticipated, just like the quarterback.
So hard work rewarded as they take a well-earned win in this one. And they end the season on a great note, Brock, with a W in the final chapter of this year's campaign. So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. This celebration begins for our winners as we say thanks for watching and have a great rest of your day.